Welcome. All right. This music is much more lively than what I was looking for. I'm going to adjust that in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. I don't see you yet. So go ahead and please drop something in the chat. I don't know if the chat is working today. I might have to refresh this page. But I see some hearts. Thank you for your hearts. Again, please do share something in the chat, though. Let's see if the chat's working. Oh, there we go. Hi, everyone. There you are. Hi, Maxine. Hi, Terry. Thanks for saying hi. How's our connection? Can you see me clearly? Hi, Ari. Welcome back. And I'm going to step back here. Yeah, it looks like there's... Hi, Carrie. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to step back to the mat. Let's make sure that my headset is what you're hearing me through. How is this? Can you hear me from back here? Can you hear me if I'm whispering and being more quiet? How's that? Okay, Carrie, yeah, please modify as much as you need. This session is listed as intermediate, so it's not, I don't as thoroughly break down cues and offer modifications as I do in a beginner session. But please, for you, for anyone here who needs modifications, take them anytime, rest anytime, back off if it feels too strong anytime. This is really for you. Yes, this is your practice. It's not about doing what I'm doing or looking how I look. And even if we did the same things regularly, it doesn't mean that our bodies will ever look the same anyway. Yes, we all have different bodies. So I'm going to adjust this music. I wanted to bring a little bit of energy and music today. This is a little more upbeat than I was looking for. So I'm just going to switch it up for a moment here and see what I can make happen. Thank you for your patience. Maybe this other album will be more aligned. Yes, is a little more chill. I think we'll do this one. All right, great. So let's do one more sound check. This time, I just want to check the music levels. Oh, okay, great, Carrie. So, Carrie's sharing that they've never done Vinyasa before. There are so many different ways that we can practice. There's no one way. Vinyasa is generally, there's more of a flow to it. There are fluid movements. We do a lot of Surya Namaskar A, where we're moving from standing to forward fold to plank pose, and then we lower down to cobra or upward facing dog, and then we come back up to downward facing dog. So there are these poses that we take in between other poses, and there's, again, just generally more movement than maybe a more static practice. So this may be for you, it may not be for you. And again, this is for everyone. And I always say this, my wholehearted invitation is to really honor your body. Again, this is about you, this is for you. So take your time, do what you need for you. If I'm ever doing something that doesn't feel good or safe or aligned for what you need, don't do it. Yes, this is for you. Okay, I just realized something. You may not be able to hear the music because of my settings here, so I'm going to switch it over. I don't think I can switch it on this other platform. Thanks everyone for your patience with me this morning while I figure out some things that my morning brain hadn't anticipated. Okay, Hi, Patricia. Okay, great. So I'm going to step back and let's just make sure that the music is at a lower volume, but still audible. And if you're not watching with us here on Insight Timer, I do invite you to come join us on Insight Timer. So while I'm speaking, how is the volume of the music for you? Does that sound like it's a supportive background addition? All right, we have one perfect. I'll wait to see if anyone else has an opinion, and then we'll just get started. I invite you to have any and all props you would like to use. Hi, Sharon. Yes, I understand that. Music is definitely not for everyone during practice. I usually lead no music practices, and on occasion I bring it in for the people who really enjoy it. So if it doesn't work for you and you need to leave, I completely understand. And if you feel open to being with your experience, then I welcome you to stay. Again, we know that music is not for everyone during practice. So I do my best to have a balance and cater to everyone's likes. Okay, I hear that feedback. Um, Give me 30 seconds. Let's see if there's something else that will work. And if not, then I'll just move forward with what I've chosen. I'm just looking here for another option. All right, this is a kind of a mix between it all. So it has a little bit more of the energetic music and some more of the very mellow music. So hopefully this will cater to everyone's needs a little bit more. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Sylvia. Yeah. Again, we can't cater to everyone's needs. We're all different, but I do like to do my best. So we're going to go with this other playlist. All right. I think I should probably introduce myself. Warm welcome. My name is Selena. This, again, is a Vinyasa yoga practice. So we'll be practicing asanas here, the physical practice of yoga. Yoga, of course, is so much more than just the physical postures. I invite you to explore it if you haven't already. And again, my invitation is to really please honor your body, take care of yourself. This is about you and your relationship with yourself. Yoga, union, this union with all parts of ourselves. Yes. Have any props that you like, take rests anytime you like, do whatever you need for you during this practice. And I think with that, we will begin. So let's come to a standing position at the top of the mat. This is a 60-minute practice, so I always leave a little bit of time. It's listed as 70 minutes because I have an intro and an outro, yes. But our practice itself is 60 minutes approximately. Standing at the top of the mat, feel the crown of the head lifting up toward the sky. Have a micro bend in the knees so we're not hyperextending. Feel the shoulders dropping back and down. Start to deepen your breath. Slow, deep breaths. You can engage Ujjayi Pranayama if this is part of your practice, that ocean sound in the breath. And as a reminder, I can't see your comments when I'm back on the mat. So if there is a technical issue of some kind, please just drop a whole bunch of emojis in the chat. Slow, conscious breaths. feel your feet anchored on the earth. You may want to rock your weight a little front and back in the feet, a little side to side to find where neutral is for you. And then find stillness. Let's place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. As you inhale, feel how your palms lift forward. And as you exhale, feel how there's this relaxation that occurs in the torso. And I invite you to say something kind to yourself. Let's start our practice today with kindness. Maybe you wish to acknowledge yourself for something. Offer yourself gratitude. Say something loving or sweet that you wish someone would say to you. Bring the palms to touch at the heart center, Anjali Mudra. We'll open practice with the sound of Om 3 times. Let's take a deep, full breath in. Inhale. Slightly bow your chin toward your chest and set your sankalpa, your intention for practice, remembering this can be about you, for another, even for many. Inhale, lift your gaze, reach your arms up to the sky, take a long stretch. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Big toes point forward, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, fingertips to shins, long arms, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower down. Inhale, come up, cobra or upward facing dog. Upward facing dog, thighs are off of the mat. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Draw the navel toward the spine. Root down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Creases of the wrists are parallel to the top of the mat. If the heels don't touch, bend the knees. We'll all press our hearts back toward our thighs. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees and step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Press into the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up, option to bend the knees. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide, lengthen up. Exhale, dive forward. Again, option to bend the knees, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, weight in the toes, shoulders drop back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank, and then lower down. Come all the way to the belly for cobra, or reach the heart through, thighs off the mat for upward facing dog. Make your way up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, 3 slow deep breaths. Shoulders draw up away from the ears. Maybe the inner elbows start to roll forward. Draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Again, you can always bend the knees here. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back. And again, move through your vinyasa. Again, you can come all the way to the belly for cobra, or reach it through for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. We'll all come back, downward facing dog, 3 slow deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, reach it up, option to bend the knees, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Bring the big toes to touch, heels are slightly apart, preparing for Surya Namaskar B, Utkatasana. Inhale, reach the arms up, sink the hips back and down, weight in the heels, chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw the navel toward the spine. Drop your tailbone down, reach through the back, maybe lift the chest a little bit here. Take a breath in. Exhale, bow and fold forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, fingertips to shins, long spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, and then move through your vinyasa of choice. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softly step right foot through, lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, hips stay square to the top of the mat. Bend that right knee. Exhale, touch down. Right leg steps back. Lower through your vinyasa. Or just come to downward facing dog if that feels like too many transitions. Softly step the left foot through, lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, second side. Exhale, touch down. Left leg steps back, move through your transition. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, 3 slow deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, weight in the toes, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, lower through your transition. Open the chest. Make your way up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softly step right foot through, lower the back heel. Inhale, hips are square to the top of the mat. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, touch down. Right foot steps back, lower through your transition. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softly step left foot through, lower the back heel. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1, bend into that left knee. Exhale, touchdown. Left foot steps back, lower through your vinyasa of choice. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, 3 slow breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Big toes touch, heels are slightly apart, sink the hips down. Reach the arms up, Utkatasana, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more round, Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, reach the arms up, sink the hips back and down, weight in the heels. Exhale, bow through center, fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, long spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, softly step right foot through, lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, hips square to the top of the mat. Exhale, touchdown. Lift the back heel, step the right leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Softly step left foot through between the hands, lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, touchdown. Lift the back heel, step the left leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels apart, fold. Inhale, sink the hips down, reach the arms up. Utkatasana, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Take a moment here to just tune in. You can have the arms by the sides of the body. Slow, deep breaths. Notice what's happening inside. What is moving? What is shifting? What are you becoming more aware of physically, mentally, emotionally? Where is there contraction or resistance? Can you practice letting that be okay? Just letting it be there. Palms touch at the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen up. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, move through your transition, or just come to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch, inhale the right leg up and back, press out through the ball of the foot, draw the navel in. Hips are square here. Lift that right leg a little higher while keeping the hips square. Bend right knee, toes fall behind, stack the hips. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the right leg, option to stay here, or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, windmill the arms all the way up, standing. Right leg is straight here, if possible. Right toes are turned toward the top of the mat, and back toes are turned in slightly here. Hips are square to the left side of the mat. Lift the right toes as we prepare for Trikonasana. Extend the arms out to the sides. Turn your gaze so that you're looking over your right middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, reach out through that right arm. Create length on both sides of the body. Stay here and just move the arm. So right arm reaches down, left arm reaches up. Keep drawing the navel in. Feel the left fingertips lifting you up and out of the hips. This may be a very different version of Trikonasana for some. If this feels like it's too much, requiring too much strength and there's strain, you can bring the hands to the hips and you don't need to come over so far. Beautiful, everyone. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms down. Right hand to hip, bend the right knee. Step your left leg forward so that now your left toes are pointing toward the top of the mat more or less as well. You can see maybe my left toes are still a little turned out. So my hips are square to the top of the mat. Draw the navel in toward the spine. If you have a block, this is a nice time to use a block on the outside of your right foot. If you don't have a block, no issue. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, cross the body. Bring your left hand down to your right shin, to the block, or if it reaches comfortably, all the way to the floor. Feel your right hip now drawing back in space. Root down through your right big toe. Stay here or reach your right arm up to the sky. So we have revolving triangle here. Long spine, maybe the gaze turns up toward right thumb. Keep drawing that right hip back. 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, press into the feet, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Bend into the front knee. Step your left leg back. So we're taking a moment here in a crescent lunge. Sink it down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, touch down. Step the right foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Press out through the ball of the foot. Lift the leg a little higher. Hips are square. Draw the navel toward the spine. Bend the left knee. Stack the hips. Toes fall behind. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the left leg, option to stay here, or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step left foot through between the hands. Windmill rise all the way up, lower the back heel. This time the body is turned, hips are square to the right side of the mat, left toes forward, right toes turned slightly in. Reach out through the arms, gaze is over left middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, reach out long through that left arm. Keep your body where it is. Only move the arms. Lift the left toes, activate the legs. Feel the right fingertips lifting you up out of the hips. Maybe the gaze turns toward the right thumb. 3 more breaths. Inhale, press into the feet, rise up, release the left toes down. Bend into your front knee and your back knee. Step that right foot forward a little so that Now you're able to square the hips toward the top of the mat. Left hand to hip, draw the navel toward the spine. If you have a block, you can have it to the outside of the left foot this time. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, cross the body to left shin, to your block, or maybe you come all the way down with the palm on the floor. Root down through your left big toe. Feel your left hip pulling back in space so we start to square the hips, lengthen the left side of the body again. Maybe the left arm reaches up. Maybe you lengthen the spine. Maybe you turn your gaze up toward your left thumb for 4 more breaths. Inhale, press into the feet, rise all the way up. Beautiful. Lengthen your stance a little. Right heel is lifted, sink down into the front knee, coming into crescent lunge for a moment here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, touch down. Step the left leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, 3 slow deep breaths. Draw the navel in, root down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Crown of the head reaches toward the fingertips. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, loving reminder, anytime you need to create a modification for yourself or take a rest, please do so. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel in, long spine. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, weight in the toes, long arms, long spine, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back. Move through your transition, or just come to downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Open here. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the right leg. Option to bring your knee to your nose as you exhale. Remember, this really is optional. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left elbow. Inhale up and back. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Let's leave the back heel lifted this time. Draw your navel toward your spine. Bend into your right knee. Maybe the ankle is below the knee here. Inhale, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Bend your back knee, tilt your tailbone down, draw your navel in. Sink a little lower, then begin to press out through that back heel. Inhale, rise up, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the elbows, draw them out to the sides, palms face forward as you sink down. Inhale, rise up, lengthen up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Stay here. Release the hands behind the back. Interlace the hands if possible. Maybe begin to lengthen, straighten the arms. Open the chest. Keep drawing the navel in. One more breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back. Option to keep it lifted as you lower through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale, left leg up and back. Bend the knee. Stack the hips, toes fall behind.
Inhale, lengthen the leg, square the hips, knee to nose, high plank optional. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, knee to right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, softly step left foot through between the hands. Maybe the belly is on the thigh. Maybe the arms come alongside the body. Bend into that front knee. Maybe the ankle is below the knee here. If anything, I invite you to have it, well, I'll just leave it at that. We all have different bodies. Back heel is lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bend the back knee, tilt the tailbone, draw the navel in. Sink a little lower, then press out through that right heel. Beautiful, everyone. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the elbows, palms forward, sink it down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend into the left knee. One more. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to sink it down. Stay here. Interlace the hands behind the back. This time, opposite thumb is on top. Maybe you're able to start to straighten the arms. Maybe not. It's okay. Shoulder blades draw together. Keep pressing out through the back heel. One more breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, touchdown. Step the left leg back. Option to keep it lifted as you move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, 3 slow deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment here, tune in, arms alongside the body, micro bend in the knees. Again, become aware of what's happening in your inner world. Our minds are always projecting outward, judging and categorizing, labeling. Tune in. What is your inner world asking for, needing in this moment? Recall your sankalpa. Bring that into this moment of inner exploration. Beautiful. If you have a block, I invite you to have your block toward the top of your mat. If you don't, no issue. I'll be offering an option if you don't have a block. We're going to move into Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon pose. Standing at the top of the mat, a little bend in the knees, hands to the hips. Bring your weight over into your right foot and step your left foot back some. So it's not too wide, but you have some space here. Draw your navel toward your spine. If you're using a block or if you're using your hand, we're going to have the placement of the block or your hand on the mat to the outside of your right foot. And I don't know all the different measurements around the world, but the idea here is we want this wrist to be more or less under the shoulder for this pose. So ideally, we don't want it too far forward or too far back. You see here how it kind of looks like my arm is like a table leg. Yes, it's a nice straight line to offer weight transfer. If I have it in or out further, it's going to be more difficult. Yes, and I'll have to use more strength and effort. So that's kind of the idea of where the hand placement is here. So bring your hand to your block or to the mat. If you don't have a block, bend your knee as much as you need to bring the hand down. Draw your navel in. Left hand is to the hip. Lift your right leg up. And before we do any stacking, flex your left foot so we really start to activate this left leg. Keep drawing the toes up toward the knee and keep it this way throughout the pose if possible. Then maybe begin to straighten that right leg and stack the hips. So now that left hip comes off on top of right. And you may see here that I'm kind of on my fingertips. For anyone who's on the floor, you may wish to come up to the fingertips to create some more space here in the pose. Drishti is focused, maybe one spot on the floor or to the left, or if you're feeling really playful here, maybe you reach the left arm up to the sky and even turn your gaze up to the left thumb. Keep lifting that left leg a little higher. Beautiful, everyone. It's okay to fall or come out of the pose. Let's take 3 more breaths here if possible. Beautiful. Bend your right knee a little to bring your left hand down, both hands to the floor or to the block. Drop your left hip down so we're squaring the hips here. Then lift the left leg to come into standing splits. Maybe walk the hands back toward the right foot. Maybe even take a hold of the ankle with one or both hands if you're really playing with balance today. Maybe the forehead comes toward the shin. Lift the leg a little higher. One more breath. Bend the right knee. Slowly reach the left foot all the way down. Hands to the hips, press into the feet, draw the navel in, rise up. Oh, let's take a moment here. Step the left foot forward, shake it out. Notice what's happening inside. If you're not already familiar with one of the great benefits of yoga asana, these physical postures, it is that it helps to move stagnant energy throughout the body. So we have all of these energetic pathways, the same way we have veins that move blood throughout the body. We have these channels that move energy throughout all of the different systems and parts of this physical body. And that energy flowing freely is what helps us to feel more vital, more in harmonious health, and so on. Not just physical health, but even mental and emotional. So sometimes you might notice in your asana practice that stuff starts to get stirred up. And you're like, why do I all of a sudden feel angry? Why do I all of a sudden feel like crying? Why do I want to tell Selena to stop talking and just move on? The energy starts to move. Yes. So if you ever find during your practice that, oh, wow, I feel more free or more light now, or I feel all this stuff coming up, we can think about it as energy is being moved, especially in these places where it may have been blocked. So we really have, it's just such a gift to have our asana practice. Okay. Hands to the hips, bend in the knees. Let's step that right foot back now. So we have a little bit of space here. And again, find your nice alignment for your body with your hand either on the block or on the floor, whichever works best for you. Bend your left knee as much as you need to. Let's lift that right leg and then again, flex the foot here to start. Really strong, active right leg. Then maybe straighten the bottom leg. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Beautiful. Drishti is focused, floor, side wall, or maybe you're reaching the right arm up and turning your gaze up toward your right thumb. Beautiful, everyone. Let's breathe here. Lift the right leg a little higher, maybe, if that feels good. Take 2 more slow, Deep breaths. Beautiful. Bend your left knee, both hands now on the floor or the block if that works better for you. Drop your right hip down so you square the hips, then begin to reach that right leg up, standing splits. Maybe your hands walk closer to your left foot. Maybe one or both hands come behind the ankle. Maybe your forehead comes toward the left shin. Lift the leg a little higher. We'll take a couple more slow, deep breaths here. And one more. Beautiful. Bend your right knee or your left knee. Bring your right foot down, hands to the hips, press into the feet to rise up. Step the right foot forward. Let's shake it out. Very nice. Ah, beautiful. And again, pause for a moment. Just notice what's happening inside. Notice what has shifted in your being during practice. I want to give a little shout out to a couple of the amazing music artists we're listening to today. One of whom is Shri K with those beautiful vocals we heard earlier. And we've had a couple tracks by DJ Soul Rising. So great gratitude for the music they share with us and with the world. All right, we're going to move into Garudasana, eagle pose. This is a balancing pose. A good opportunity to drop into the breath and really use our focus, not just our visual focus, but also our mental focus to support us in the pose. And I don't know about you, but I know for me, on days where I feel more emotional energy or I feel less grounded, the balancing poses are extra difficult, even ones that I might be able to do quite easily on other days. So it really is a reminder for me, and I'm offering as a reminder for you, that our inner world and our physical world are changing constantly. So let's meet ourselves with compassion and curiosity. And this, of course, relates to every area of our lives. Let's extend the arms out to the sides. Take a deep breath in. Let this feel good. And then exhale, cross your right arm over your left. Yes, right arm over the left here. Maybe the elbows come over each other. And then if possible, bring your forearms together. So we go from this crisscross to the forearms being together. And then maybe you're even able to bring the palms to touch with the thumbs pointing back toward the face. So we have this eagle arm position here. And if you're still out here, all good. Again, let's be kind with ourselves. Bend the knees, and now we're going to cross the right leg over the left, maybe reach the toes behind that standing calf. Draw the navel toward the spine. Sink your hips back and down so the weight is in the heel. Beautiful, everyone. Chest is still lifted here, long spine. Chin can be slightly tucked. Breathe deeply. Drishti is focused. Relax the jaw, the face. You are this magnificent energy of the eagle. I'll take a couple more breaths here. Come out slowly if you come out before I do. Beautiful. Inhale, press into that standing leg to uncross. Open the arms out to the sides. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms down. Beautiful. Be still for a moment. Micro bend in the knees. What's moving inside? Shake it out. Second side. This time we bring the weight over into the left foot, but we're not going there yet, actually. Let's open the arms first. Nice stretch. Open the chest. Let this feel good. Opening up this heart chakra channel here. The heart meridian, the lung meridian. And then this time we cross the left arm over the right. Maybe bring the forearms together. Maybe bring the palms together with the thumbs pointing back toward the face. Yes. Maybe I should turn to the side for this one. And then this time, the other leg crosses on top. So actually, we'll bring the weight over into the right foot, bend down, draw the navel in, cross, whatever this foot is, left leg over right. And then sink it down. Weight is in that heel. Hips are behind you. Lift the chest, draw the navel in. Gaze is focused and relaxed. Have a space between the teeth. Slow, deep breaths. 3 more. Beautiful. Press into that rooted leg. Uncross. Open the arms wide. Release them down. Micro bend in the knees. Be still. Really open yourself to this movement. Tingling, vibrating, expansion, whatever's there. Beautiful. Shake it out. If you're not already there, come to the top of the mat. And then just gracefully make your way into downward facing dog. Let's bring the big toes to touch. Reach your right leg up and back. Bend the knee. Bring your right knee all the way up to your right wrist. Your knee is on the floor. Now walk your right foot out. So now it's in front of the left hip. And if there's any pain here, anything that says this doesn't work, please don't do it. You may wish to take a pose on the back, like figure 4, reclining pigeon. Keep the back heel lifted. Start to wiggle the left foot back in space. So the pelvis comes closer to the mat. If one or both of your hips are lifted, I invite you to keep them lifted so we keep the hips square here. You can use some support under them if that's more comfortable. You can really do whatever you want. That's just my invitation. Option to stay here. Begin to walk the hands forward. No pain in the knee here, so adjust however you need. Use whatever you like to create maybe a little pillow for your forehead if it doesn't reach the ground. Maybe you can use soft fists, a block. Slow, deep breaths. And again, the hips are square here rather than dumping the weight on one side or the other. Slow, conscious breaths to guide you back to yourself. There's a great teaching that says how we are on the mat is how we are in our lives. So if you find that you're beating yourself up, really judging yourself or others, if you're pushing yourself, if you're feeling like you just want to quit, if you're checking out mentally, All of these behaviors are a reflection of how we are in our day-to-day lives. So it's a really powerful opportunity to become more self-aware and then to be more compassionate with our human experience and recognize we have a choice. In every moment we have a choice. What to focus on, what action to take, what words we speak, what we put in our mouths, how we choose to eat and drink, what we choose to watch, listen to, read. Take one more slow, deep breath here. Use your hands to slowly come up if you are forward. And then we'll stay here for a moment. If you'd like to play a little bit here, we'll drop the weight over now onto that right hip a little more. Yes. Keep this left knee facing down toward the earth to start here. We're going to play a little bit toward mermaid pose, or at least just to open up the left thigh here. The right hand can be down for balance. I haven't been doing this, so we'll see how far I get in it today. Bend your left knee and then reach for the inside of the foot here with the left hand. So you can see that I have this open left shoulder here. And then maybe you start to bring the left heel in toward your glute, and maybe you come in comfortably in such a way that you can actually bring your foot into the crook of the left elbow. Maybe you're here or on your way there. Maybe it feels comfortable to reach the right hand and the right arm up and over and reach for the left fingertips. If you're here, gently press the head back into the right forearm. So we're opening the chest, the shoulders. One more breath here. Slowly release if you have the bind. Release the foot if you have it. Turn yourself back toward the mat if you're not there already. Bring your back knee in closer. Plant the palms on the mat so that you can lift yourself up and back into downward facing dog. Take a few circles with the right knee in each direction. Right leg down. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee. Bring the left knee all the way up to the left wrist. Walk the foot out so that the left foot is in front of the right hip, more or less. Keep the back foot lifted, back heel lifted, and wiggle it back so the pelvis comes closer to the mat. So we're lengthening the front of the body rather than just dropping the weight down. Again, if there's any pain in the knee here, adjust, or please don't do this. We don't need to strain ever in asana. Maybe sometimes we need to bring a little extra fire if that's what we feel we need, but never strain. That's my invitation, at least. Put some support under your hips if you feel you need it. Otherwise, I invite you to keep your hips square here. Stay lifted or begin to walk yourself forward. Use whatever you like to support your forehead if it doesn't touch the mat. Soften your shoulders, your jaw, your belly, your glutes, your hips. For these next few moments, if you wish, just let it go. Whatever it is, just practice letting it go. If it's a thought, a feeling, a physical sensation, you might imagine you're gripping it in your hand tightly. And then with your conscious choice, you open your hand and release your grip. Letting go, whatever it is, letting it go. And let it go even more. Just keep letting go with every breath. Letting go, letting go. One more breath here. If you're forward, use your hands to slowly rise up. And then we'll play with mermaid or just working toward it on this side. So you can drop your weight off over onto your left hip here. Use your left hand for support. Bend your right knee. Maybe bring your hand to that inside of the foot there. And maybe you start, I'm trying to get my leg in the right place. You start to bring that foot in closer to the glute. Maybe you even bring it into the crook of the elbow. And if you're here comfortably and you'd like to play a little further, maybe you reach the left hand for the right. If you're here with the bind, the head gently presses back into the left forearm. Take a few more breaths here. And we'll go over just a couple of minutes today in practice so we have enough time for a full Shavasana. Apologies for that. I do my best to stay on time. Just felt nice to have an exploration of this pose today. Beautiful. If you have the bind, slowly release the leg. Plant the palms, turn your pelvis back toward the mat, bring your back knee in closer. Make your way up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few circles with that left knee. Change directions. Release the foot and make your way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And just feel how grateful you are to yourself for choosing you today, for taking this time for your body, mind, heart, and spirit. Slowly release the legs down the mat. Take the feet wide, toes fall out to the sides, arms alongside the body with the palms facing upward. If it feels good, just gently, gently wiggle your body from the head to the toes, releasing any tension or gripping that might be noticeable. And then find stillness. Again, practice just letting it all go. Eyes are closed. And if you wish to take on this practice of Shavasana, I invite you to be still. Each time a thought arises, let it go. Each time the urge to react arises, let it go. Be still. Each time the urge to think or fix or change arises, just let it go. Let go of control. Let go of control. You are safe. You are cared for. You are loved. Rest here for as long as you wish. If you're feeling ready to complete practice, start to deepen your breath. Welcome this breath of life into every pore, every cell of your body, and feel how it animates this physicality. With each deep breath, you're enlivening the cells, and our cells are like all of these precious living beings inside of us, trillions of living beings for whom we are the steward. So we welcome this vitality and life force and even love and gratitude into the cells. Slowly start to move fingers and toes. Maybe you'd like to move the wrists a little, ankles. Inhale, reach your arms up along the ears. Exhale through the mouth, stretch the body. Bend your knees, roll over onto one side. When you're ready, use your hands to come up to a seat with the eyes closed. We'll complete practice offering this prayer of well-being to all beings and all of creation. We chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu 3 times, and then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings and all of creation be happy and free. Peace, peace, peace. Palms touch at the heart. I'll take a breath in to begin. Let's inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your light, for doing the inner work, for being on the planet at this time. Thank you so much for your donations, my friends. Your financial support is greatly appreciated and received with all of my love and gratitude. Sweet dreams, Gracie.
So I'll hang out for just a moment in case anyone wishes to share anything before we complete. And just a reminder, if you are over on another platform, if you're not here with us on Insight Timer, I warmly welcome you to join us on Insight Timer, because that is where our community experience is happening. It's where I'll see your chats. I want to see them if you're someplace else. Oh, that's so sweet, Ari. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's lovely getting to be together again. Thank you, Maxine. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Gracie, for your donations. All right. Enjoy your weekend. My understanding is if you follow astrology, there's some pretty big energies stirring today and tomorrow. So be easy with yourself, be gentle with yourself, be mindful, be aware of your environment and your needs, how to best care for yourself. We will be together next week for our asana practice, and then we won't have asana for 2 weeks because I'll be traveling. So we'll be together next Friday, same time, same place. And we'll be together next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern for our community time together, our satsang, where we, get to be together. So that's all. We have a group here on the app, Love Heals All, if you'd like to join us there. I have a Linktree link on my profile page here on Insight Timer if you'd like to see what else I'm offering in the world and how to stay more connected. I post little loving reminder videos on IG most days. If you need a little hit of some love, come join me there. And I think that's all. Great gratitude to you. Great gratitude to Insight Timer. Great gratitude to life. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Brian. Not sure if you're still here, but thank you for joining. Lovely, lovely, lovely.